Welcome into the Conscious Cruiser podcast, the know before you go approach to cruising and travel. The smartest cruiser is the Conscious Cruiser. And your conscious casters, Alisa, Chet, and Scott.
Whoa, why am I little? There we go. Good morning, everyone. I am Scott from Controversial Cruising. I am 1/3 of the Conscious Cruiser. I figured today we would do a little live show. I don't have any double squeakies or I don't have any moods to check, unfortunately. My co-host in crime, Chet from Sea Leg Journeys, Chet and Robin from Sea Leg Journeys are on a wonderful cruise right now. And Alisa from Alisa's Adventures of Cruising, I'm sure is working. So today I am going to do a live show. I do have 3 controversial topics to talk about in the cruise and travel industry world. But before we do this, I'm kind of going to meld both of my podcasts together. I have a mug to share. So let's do this from my other Saturday podcast. Yes, this is a Mugshots. This is Mugshots plug on the Conscious Cruiser. Today's mug comes to me as a gift from Liz from Controversial Cruising over the last Dreams in Motion Dreams-a-thon. She had won this and gifted this to me to put on the podcast. So today we are featuring the Helping Hands for Cruising mug today, which is in blue and white. If you would like to find more information about my favorite organization and my favorite foundation, my favorite charity, go on over to Helping Hands for Cruising, the number 4, helpinghandsforcruising.org to find out more. And thank you very much, Liz, for this wonderful mug. So as Jimmy says, and I took that sip today, best sip of the day. This is the second best sip of the day. So cheers, everyone. Oh, that's a good coffee. Okay, let's get down to business and see who has come into the chat today for our little morning show, which I usually don't do morning shows, so this is a little different for me. And you guys are chatty this morning. Let's see who has joined us. Denise from Bow and Tire Traveler says, good morning. Good morning, Denise. Scooby Snacks is here. Hello, Scooby. Welcome in. Welcome in. And thank you very much, John, for reminding me. I do have a little poll there. Scott, leave the pigs at home so that I don't have to swim with them. Yes, a very popular excursion is swimming with the pigs. We are going to talk about that. I do have that poll up there. Would you guys swim with pigs or have you swim with pigs? Yes or no way. Good morning, Ohio Travels with Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, wonderful Monday. Ryan, hello, Ryan. Welcome in, welcome in. He is reminding everybody to hit that like button. Thank you very much, Ryan. Danny D is here with us. Hello, Danny D. Welcome in. Mandy Smith is also here. Mandy, I hope you had a great weekend. Did the Braves win? Did the Braves win? I've been so far out of the baseball. I love baseball. I really do. I used to play baseball, but it's everything going on. I haven't been able to follow lately. The Mets are in first place, though. Sorry, I'm a Mets fan. Now Mandy hates me. Foodie's Vacation is here. Hello, Foodies. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Lurking. We love it. We love it. Coker Culture is here. Hello, Coker Culture. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I came in. Why are you little? I don't know. The little thing just popped me over. Sounds like a loaded question. It does. It does. Not for the morning show. Thank you very much, Danny. I love listening to the podcast, and I listened to it on the plane when I went to the bridal shower. I'll probably be doing the same this upcoming year. Thank you very much. Yes, both podcasts now have so many episodes. The Conscious Cruiser, which is on Spotify. It's a shameless plug. We are on Spotify, so all of the episodes are there on Spotify. The Controversy Cast, I was going to put on Spotify, but I realized that is kind of more of a live show podcast, vlogcast, if you say. So to each their own. I like both of them. And Danny, we thank you so much for loving the podcast, and all of you too as well. Travel Cake Trips is here. Hello, Travel Cake Trips. Good Monday morning. Rise and Shine. Yes, the Rise and Shine. There's like 3 names for this. The Rise and Shine show. The Controversy Cast number 30 and the Conscious Cruiser live first edition. So whichever one you want. Problem when you have so many shows. It's crazy. Let's see here. Jory's Gaming Bites. Hello, Jory. That's a new name. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great week. Coco Culture adds, I'd swim with pigs, but haven't done it before. I mean, unless you count the pools on the ship. Stop it, Zach. Good morning, Pete and Lisa. Good morning. It's a cruise life. There she is, Alisa's Adventures in Cruising. Scott, Alisa, our first live edition. Maybe one day we will do a live edition on a Friday, on a Monday, but it's got to be a holiday or something like that where we're all not working. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Oof. The dentist. Not my favorite. Okay. I have gotten all the way down to the bottom. I hope that appointment goes well, Denise. I've gotten all the way down to the bottom, and let's get right in to our first topic, because I know this is going to take us right away here. Eddie Lugo Studios is here. Yo, yo, yo. Brooklyn in the house. Thank you for joining. The first topic we are going to cover is about the swimming with pigs and the pig excursion. Recently, a woman shared that she had a 6-year-long health battle with a parasite that she had caught from swimming with the pigs, and she did not know that she was going through this due to having swam with the pigs and catching this parasite. I am not going to share the picture that is going all over the internet that of the lesions on her face and things like that. But I am going to share this, the swimming with the pigs. This is kind of what this looks like. I couldn't tell if this was actually her or not. But this is what you kind of do when you go and swim with the pigs. You hold them, you feed them. Sometimes they don't come up to you. You know, you hold them close to your face. You take your Instagram pictures. You take all your pictures. And unfortunately, pigs are one of those animals. I mean, all animals, even humans, right, can contain parasites, but pigs have a high number of parasites, right? Because they roll in mud. They're kind of like dirty animals, right? Okay. And it's not just because you're dirty, you have parasites. That's not what I'm saying here. But pigs in general tend to carry a lot of parasites. Okay. And if you are a pig lover, as far as like eating pig, right? Also, undercooked pork or undercooked pig, right, could also contain a lot of parasites. So this woman, from taking pictures with the pigs and feeding the pigs, okay, she ended up becoming ill. She didn't realize, she didn't make a connection until about 6 years later, when it actually became almost fatal for her. And it started to eat off pieces of her face and make holes in her face. And she didn't know, right? She complained of a tingling, and she felt like there was something inside of her face, in quotation marks. She said that it felt like something was trying to crawl in or crawl out. And that's where I was just like, oh my God, crawl in and crawl out of her face. And she had no idea what it was, right? And at first there was nothing there. She said she just felt that, and it was like normal, and then it just got worse and worse over the years, and she did not pass away, but she now has come to the surface with this. And for me, that's why I kind of asked first, because I know that this was going to be the most controversial topics, and I know some of you may have even swam with the pigs successfully. I'm not telling you that this is going to happen every time, but this is a safeguarding conversation, right? Because this is a very popular excursion, and it is an excursion that is still offered to this day, right to this minute. And there are people right now that are getting off a ship to swim with pigs right this minute. Okay, so it's just that the know before you go. There we go. Another controversy. The conscious cruiser, the know before you go approach to this swimming with the pigs. And I mean, let me go back into that and see what you have to say about the pigs. And I did not really want to share. I know other vloggers have shared the pictures, and I know it's there and readily available. But if you are curious, go and Google it, and you can see you can see it. Yeah, Mandy, it was definitely, don't eat before you go and look at it. Worms are nasty. They really are. They really are. And they say, honestly, humans, no matter what cruisers or not, you should do like a parasite cleanse like every 3 years. I've never ever done one, but it's making me more and more curious. And this is why you shower before and after swimming in those deck pools, pigs, anything, just in general, right? Just your cleanliness carries on, whether you're an animal or whether you're a human, or a human that's an animal. Either way. Scotty J is here. Whoop whoop. Welcome in. Welcome in. Travel. Yes, we see, says don't eat pork. It certainly don't swim with pigs. Yeah, I've honestly stopped eating, and this is well before this. Up until like a year ago. I mean, bacon every once in a while for me, but as far as like pork chops and anything like that, I've definitely cut it out of my diet. And again, it's because of the undercooking or overcooking, honestly, that could actually contain some parasites in the pork. So yeah, I just turkey sausages for me too. Yeah, absolutely. Or sliced turkey or something like that. Something more lean too as well. I won't swim or sleep with the pigs. Yeah, me neither. Oh, God, imagine sleeping with a pig. Ugh. Yes, crispy bacon, John. Crispy bacon, 110%, 100%. So yeah, I have never swam with the pigs. It has never made me curious. I have never gone, oh my God, I want to swim with the pigs. I want to take a picture with them. I know it's one of those Instagram things where it's like, oh my God, I was in the Bahamas. This is where it happened, in the Bahamas. Oh my God, let's swim with pigs. But it's just, they're animals. Let's just let them be animals, right? And let them be shore pigs or aquatic pigs or whatever they are, because they can swim. So they don't live in the water, but they're like aquatic pigs. So let's just let the aquatic pigs be where the aquatic pigs are. Okay. So let's move on to this second topic. But before we do, I am going to run this here. We're going to do a little double promotion today. But first, this is my man and my woman on a cruise, Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. If you have not gone and seen them, the 1/3 of the Conscious Cruiser, the other 1/3, go on and check that.
Hi, I'm Robin. This is Chet, and we're Sea Lake Journeys.
That's right. So come on with us, and we're going to show you the ships, the ports, and the excursions that we do while we're cruising.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and of course, YouTube.
That's right. So come on and join us on all the fun things we're going to do. We also have live shows Wednesday and Friday morning at 8:30 Eastern Time and Sunday night at 6 p.m. So come on and join us there too.
And don't forget, we have a wide variety of videos on YouTube, from everything from the food, to the rooms, to the excursions, to the ships.
That's right. So come on and join us for the fun here at Sea Lake Journeys.
Thank you very much, Chet, for that water break, as you say, right? That's what you say on the Rise and Shine show. So thank you for that water break, and I hope you are having an amazing time on your cruise, Chet and Robin. Go over and check out Sea Lake Journeys. Okay, to our second topic today. Cruisers demand a key band, and not key, but a key ban, a do not sail list to all cruise lines. Okay, now listen to this one, and I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Okay, with the recent upticks in fights, I'm not going to talk about one specific one. We all know. Okay, there has been multiple fights, altercations, right? Things happening on cruise ships that really don't happen in violent ways. Okay, and there have been multiple people recently that have been kicked or banned off cruises, right? And it happens every day. It's probably happening right now. Okay, it just happens. Now, my question and this cruiser's question is, if you are banned, and I'll use an example, the 24 people that were banned on, I believe it was Carnival, right? Now, if you go and try to sail on another sister line of Carnivals, you're going to get denied because you're banned on Carnival Cruise Lines and all sister brands. That's what goes in the ban for all of the umbrella companies under Carnival. Now, this cruiser was like, well, what about other companies? Can they go to Virgin, or can they go to Royal? Can they go to NCL? Can they go to Seaboard? Could they go to Odyssey? Could they get, and right? Or is it a do not sail list on throughout the entire cruise industry, right? And this cruiser actually kind of raised questions throughout the cruise industry because they might be able to sail on other cruise lines. My question is, how do you feel about that? Somebody who is doing something malicious, or somebody who got in a fight, right? Let's say on Carnival, do you think that they're going to bring their bad behavior, right, or their violent activity to another cruise line, right? Have some drinks and then start a fight in a club in a Royal, or start a fight in a club in NCL or Virgin or wherever it may be, right? Or should they just be banned? If you're banned on one cruise line, you're banned on all of them. You're banned. You can't cruise. Can't cruise. You ruined it for yourself, and you ruined it for everybody. If a boat or a ship goes out in a body of water, you can't go. You're not allowed. You ruined it for yourself, right? And honestly, I kind of feel more safe that way, especially now with what's happening and all of even the little stories that you're hearing, like the altercation in the elevator that happened between just two people. Crazy, right? It just doesn't have to be groups of people. Like this thing, crazy stuff is happening, right, all over. So for me, I feel more safe if you got kicked off a ship for doing something stupid. You got kicked off of all ships for doing something stupid, right? Because I don't want to find you on Virgin Voyages, or I don't want to find you on my first Royal cruise, or I don't want to find you on my first MSC World America cruise acting a fool, right? I don't. Leave it at home. Leave it at home. We have so many other places you can do that stuff. Okay, sorry, I got carried away. Let's see. Bama says he hasn't swam with pigs. Yeah, I'm not swimming with anything other than humans, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Hello, good morning, Michelle B, the ship wanderer. Happy Monday to you. DeFam Adventures. Hello, DeFam Adventures. Rod. Let's see. TSA has a flight ban. Why wouldn't, right? And then that's what another cruiser said. And this wasn't from John Keel's page. I forget where I found this, but yeah, that's what this cruiser kind of brought up. Said that there's TSA bans, right? Why shouldn't it be a universal, like, cruise industry, CIB, cruise industry ban? I don't know. Whatever. I just made that up, right? It brings up a good point because, again, like I said, I don't want to find you on my first Virgin voyage cruise acting a fool when I paid all that money to go on Virgin to, whatever. Sorry. Corner Host Cobalt, Mark is here. Hello, good morning, Mark. Welcome in. I would definitely do a cruising check with other cruise ships. Yeah, and they're saying that, like, this list exists. It's a real thing. Like, the do not sail list is a real list, right? Shared within the cruise companies. So it should be shared with all of the cruise companies, not just within your sister brands, right? Carnival Cruise Lines, Holland America. Like, it shouldn't just be within your cruise company. Yes, you obviously care about your cruise company, your employees, but like, this is an industry-wide thing, right? And again, a lot can go wrong if you let these things slip through the crack within the industry, right? All of us together as everything, as a cruise industry standard. I would be lost if I got banned from Carnival at this time. I don't care for I don't care for other cruise lines. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, is it like strike 10? Like, okay, well, I acted a fool on Carnival. Now I'm gonna go on NCL. Okay, I've acted a fool. Now I got kicked off NCL. Now I'm gonna go to Royal. Like, is it's like until you get kicked off, or is it like let's just try fate and just push as long as I could go? Buddy. Good morning, buddy. You let us know if that excursion is ever offered. Maybe we'll sign up. Give CLIA something real to do. Exactly, John. Exactly. Great point. Honestly, really great point, because it really does need to be a whole band list that gets shared with each and every cruise company, and everybody at a higher up level or everybody at an entry level has access to this, right? You give your ID or whatever and it says, boop, boop, Captain Controversy, do not sail. Like, don't let that guy sail. Let's see. Yeah, I've never been on a cruise before, so I don't know how they work. Yeah, but I mean, you still can have insight and input for sure. Eddie says, to me, swimming with the fishes has a whole different meaning. Yeah, that's for sure. The no float list. Yeah, I sink right to the bottom. I for sure. I'm hearing this too, Chris. Honestly, a lot of people are enjoying Virgin. And again, I shared this on the Saturday podcast with them putting their employees first, right? This guest centric way of the cruise industry, right? We're kind of rewarding guests for bad behavior because they don't want to upset another guest. So yeah, I'm interested to try Virgin for sure. Good morning, Kelly. I bring it every day. How are you? Great to see you. Happy Monday morning. I hope you are in a good mood. And speaking of mood, our second water break today will be brought to you by our lovely co-host of the Conscious Cruiser, the other third, Alisa's Adventures in Cruising and the Monday Mood Check. Go on and see her today at 7 p.m.
And this week's episode of the Conscious Cruiser is sponsored and supported by Alisa's Adventures in Cruising and the Monday Mood Check. Check out the Monday Mood Check every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. For some exciting cruise talk, munch pack reviews, and even some home cooking. So start of your week right every week with Alisa and the Monday Mood Check. Don't miss it. And now back to the Conscious Cast.
That's right, the Monday Mood Check. And Chet, I will definitely beat you there today. So I will be there, Alisa, for the Monday Mood Check and to check my mood as I do every Monday. So thank you for that water break. Let's see what you guys have said, and we'll start our third topic. Eddie, cement shoes never really took off. LMAO. Yeah, they never quite took off, John. Buddy says, unfortunately, the world is half filled with people who only care about themselves, right? If we were just a little bit more selfless, right? Just a little bit more selfish, and a little bit more selfless, this world would be so much of a better place for sure. Let's see here. You have a good day too, buddy. Thank you for joining on this morning show too as well. Thank you too, Eddie, and we will redirect to you in just about 7 minutes. So thank you very much. Okay, so on to our third and our last topic. We are going to finish with Carnival Cruise Line replacing a popular attraction on their ships with another popular attraction. Okay. We are specifically talking about the new Carnival Festival and the ACE project. Okay, I am going to pop this up here on the screen. Okay, they are now constructing what they call the Sunsation Water Park. Okay, on the new festival that is set to sail in the 2027 spring. Okay, this little Sunsation family water park, okay, is going to replace the Bolt roller coaster. So these will not have Bolt roller coasters. They are going to have this Sensation family water park. Okay. And it is way, way more extensive than the Carnival Waterworks are. This will have 6 slides, including 4 new designs and 4 brand new different slides for Carnival, including some racing slides, definitely some rafting too as well, a splash area. They will have an infant and baby area, and there will also be some sporting, like sport courts and things like that, a track too around this whole water park that you can run and not get splashed. From what I read, that it will be far enough that you won't get splashed, and it will be the Sensation Point Fun Zone. So interesting that the Bolt kind of never took off. I actually never got to ride the Bolt. I will be riding the Bolt hopefully when I go on the Carnival Celebration, because they're not removing it from any of the ships. I believe the Carnival Celebration, the Vista, and any of the other ships that have it now, they're just not building the new humongo ships, the Tropical and the Festival and the one that we don't know yet. They're not putting the roller coaster, the Bolt roller coaster, on them. They are with this Sensation Point Fun Zone. So not that you guys have any, say back and forth on that, but for me, I don't know. I was the water thing, the water park really doesn't do anything for me. So, I mean, I guess that's cool for families. I know the people that travel with kids, this is something kind of cool. But I don't know, replacing the Bolt with the water, I don't know if that's like an even trade-off. I mean, I guess they're making more guests happy in general, because they say that more than 1 million kids under the age of 17, kids, right, cruise with them a year. So they are, I guess, making a lot of kids happy that, or families happy that can go to this water park. But for me, I don't know if it's an even trade-off. It doesn't seem like an even trade-off for me, but I won't be going to either one of them. But I will be going on the Bolt the first time, and hopefully in 2027 when I'm there. Actually, no, I will be cruising on the Celebration this September. So I will try the Bolt before that, actually, before I go on the ungroup cruise. Yes, thank you very much, Danny, for sharing that. We will be going over there very shortly. Ron's stream is tonight. That's right. 7 p.m. CST, excuse me, or CDT. I've already set my notifications for that. I cannot wait. Dark Theme. Hello, Dark Theme. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to kind of end with that. I don't know if any of you are really fans of the water park. Again, I'm not really too much of a fan of the water park in general, but we have no choice. Hopefully, maybe on not the festival or the Tropical, because they already have their concrete plans set for those. But maybe the next one we'll get the water park and then something else. Maybe like, I don't know, rock climbing, ice skating. I don't know, IMAX. I don't know, something even like more cool. I want to see them like one up or do something different. I don't know. Like I shared on another stream, maybe they just put you in a snow globe, cover you with honey, and a whole bunch of money just flies, and you just, do the whole sticky money, and whatever sticks to you, you just get to keep, on stage. Carnival, if you steal that from me, you know where you heard it first. Just say it. So, yes, you will. You're going to try to beat me. Try to beat me. I would put a dividing part on the ship for a security. Wait, I would put a diving part on the ship. Oh, that's cool. I was a security guard for 6 years. I definitely would ask for a list of people that have been kicked off. Yeah, so exactly know who they were. 110%. That'd be cool. A diving part on the ship. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I believe that the Bolt roller coaster failed because of the time of the ride time. Yeah, it was like, what, 15 seconds for 15 minutes, $15 for 15 seconds, or 50 seconds or something like that. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, would like the bounce park. Yeah, the bounce park. A bounce park. Like that's a good idea too. But it has to be in a part where the ship is definitely, the walls are definitely higher. You don't want to deal with the liability on that. So, all right. So I am going to let everybody go. I will play this last one thing here. If you have not listened to our Conscious Cruiser or seen our Conscious Cruiser on Spotify, go over and check out the Conscious Cruiser on Spotify.
Ahoy, fellow cruise enthusiasts. Ready to set sail on a sea of knowledge? Have you checked out the Conscious Cruiser podcast on Spotify? Well, what are you waiting for? Every week, our podcast is packed with all your cruising essentials. Whether you're driving to work, driving someone crazy, or driving to your next cruise port, pop on the Conscious Cruiser. We've got the best know-before-you-go cruise and travel tips. It's like having a cruise expert in your pocket. So give us a follow, give us a listen, and let's make your next cruise the best one yet. Don't miss out on the fun. Join the Conscious Cruiser community today. Now, back to the Conscious Casters.
That's right. If you have not listened to us on Spotify, we are on our journey to 100 listeners over there. Something special happens when we get to 100. So help us on our journey to 100 on Spotify. And this is where we're going to go next. So the Go Live Together crew with Cheryl, the Go Live Together with Cheryl, Jeremy, and Eddie. This is Eddie's here, Eddie's Go Live chat, and we will go on over there. So thank you, all my conscious casters. We will see you later, and we will be back next week with a edition of the Conscious Cruiser, not on a live edition. So we'll see you later. Thank you very much for hanging out. Bye.